lovely friends, it's Margaret, and it is time for another 5 reasons why. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, 5 Reasons Why is the occasional review series that I do where I tell you 5 reasons that you should read a book that is not the friends to questing buddies trying to undo a curse to lovers romance that is The Song of the Crimson Flower by Julie C. Dow. This is about Lan and Bao. Lan is a nobleman's daughter or a rich man's daughter, and Bao is the assistant to a physician. They've known each other their entire lives. Like, they grew up, they were friends, they've grown a little bit further apart since, like, they got older and Lan had to kind of be more of a lady. Bao continues to have a crush on Lan. He eventually ends up telling her that, while also having to deliver some really bad news. Really not great timing on his part. And Lan, because she is hurt by the not great news that he is having to deliver to her, she gets really upset, lashes out, and he kind of takes that very personally, as understandably he would, and runs away and ends up getting cursed on accident into a wooden flute. Lan, feeling bad about that, goes looking for him, can only find his boat and this flute that she knows is like his most prized possession, and she ends up finding out that he is in fact cursed. He is in this flute. He is going to be like, he's got like 2 weeks to undo this curse or he is in the flute forever, and so she ends up taking off with him to find the person who cursed him so that they can undo the curse and he will not have to spend the rest of his life as a woodwind instrument. I will say right off the bat that this is not a sequel, but it is in the same world as Julie C. Dow's Forest of a Thousand Lanterns series. So we do see some of those characters. It may spoil some things about who ends up with whom and all that stuff, but also Forest of a Thousand Lanterns and its sequel are retellings of Snow White. So I'm not sure how much you can spoil. Reason number 1 that you should read this book is it is a fast-paced fantasy that really packs a punch. This thing will have you going from beginning to end. You will not be able to put it down. I read this in so little, like I think I read it in like 2 days or something. It was not a hard read. It is really quick. It's easy. If you want something that's fantasy but also something that you're going to be able to read real fast, this is a great one to pick up. In fact, this probably would have been a good review to do when everyone's trying to finish the Goodreads goal for the end of the year, but it's January and here we are. The second reason you should read this book is that it has really wonderful, effective, organic world building. I was impressed in how much world building, character, plot, all of that stuff that Julie C. Dow was able to fit into like a 270-page novel. Would I have liked a little more time with the characters? Yes, because I'm me and that's the way that I'm always going to be. But I didn't feel like anything was rushed. I didn't feel like anything was glossed over. She did a great job of making use of this world, and you can really see her familiarity and the fact that she has worked with this world before. You can tell that she knows what she's doing in this world with these characters, with what's going on in the plot. The third reason that you should read this is character arcs. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the romance, but I do need to like kind of talk about it in an oblique but mostly on the characters' way. Both Lan and Bao are pretty great characters at the beginning, but they do still have things that they need to learn. Lan really, like, her arc is about making amends, and I really like the fact that we have this character that we see at the beginning is a pretty decent person. She's trying her best to be a good person, but she messes up, and so then we get to see her going throughout the rest of the book, really just like trying to do the right thing and trying to make it up to Bao because she was so cruel to him and trying to kind of undo the damage that she did. Bao, I love the arc that he has when it comes to how he sees Lan, because we see him at the very beginning. He has a very much like a little puppy dog, young love-ish crush, where a lot of what he is seeing is he's seeing very much her facade. He's seeing the outside of her, the idea that he has of her, and he ends up confronted with that idea, and the way that he adapts and changes to that was really refreshing. I really liked having that in a story. I wish we had more stories where we have guys kind of realizing that like I put her up on a pedestal and she is a human being who has faults and flaws and all of these other things. Reason number 4 is the fully fleshed out side characters. Like I said, Julie C. Dow has been working in this world before, and she does a really good job of bringing the characters from those novels in, making them part of the plot, but not having them take over the plot. Her knowledge of these characters really shines through in our interactions with the characters that have cameos in this and are doing certain things in this. I really liked how she was able to, again, with so little time, give us so much character and give us so much depth. And then the 5th reason is for nerds like me who like seeing like historical references in fantasy. If you read this and you know anything about the East India Trading Company or the opium trade, there are going to be parts of this that are familiar to you. This is based on a historical period in China, and it does deal with drug addiction, and a lot of parallels can be drawn to the way that the British used opium to control China and India. So I want to know if you have read Song of the Crimson Flower or any of Julie C. Dow's other books. Let me know in the comments if you are feeling chatty. If you are not feeling chatty, go ahead and leave me a flower emoji, because like flowers on the cover, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out some of the videos that I will have over here. I will have more reviews for you to check out over here, other videos in the 5 Reasons Why series. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!